I close my eyes and can only imagine the pain she is going through. How could she end up in this condition? Her body was no longer intact. Flies clung all over her. The stench of rotting flesh was rising. The other dog with her was run over when he tried to run across the avenue. She remained there lying down because she didn't have the strength to get up. Will she be able to survive? A kind stranger saw her, send a video asking for help. The message traveled across the city, reaching a woman who had spent her life rescuing animals like this dog. She rushed to gather help, sending out a call for urgent transport. The dog's condition was dire, but they had no time to lose. "We're going to help you," she whispered to the picture on her phone. "I just ask you to hold on, love." When they arrived at the veterinary clinic, the dog was a ghost of the dog she once was. Her fur was matted and dirty. It hid the deep wounds caused by severe myiasis, and her body was riddled with infection. She's been crying out of sadness, crying like she misses someone. I don't know how anyone could have done this to her, but it was too much for her. The vets worked in silence. They all know how slim her chances were, but no one was willing to give up. Not now. Not when she had fought this long just to stay alive. They give her name, Hermosa. Her prognosis is guarded, the vet said softly after the initial treatment. We've removed as much as we could, but her body is weak. It'll be a long night. The woman sat beside Hermosa that night, watching her breathe, praying for each breath to continue. "Don't close your eyes," she murmured, holding back tears. "There are so many people here for you, fighting with you." The night passed in agonizing slowness, but when the sun rose, so did Hermosa. Against all odds, she survived. Her heart still beats, her will to live even stronger than before. The news spread quickly among those who had followed her story. They cheered for her, this fragile old dog who had surprised them all. She's still fighting. As the days went on, Hermosa's condition improved. The infections were being controlled, the scabs were healing, and the myiasis was under control. She even began to stand up on her own, her legs shaky but determined. Her eyes, even lost one, once filled with sadness, began to shine with hope. Slowly, the shadow of her past was lifting, and she was becoming the dog she had always been underneath the pain. Hermosa had a long road ahead, but with every step, she inched closer to a new life. "You have a purpose," the woman whispered to her one day as Hermosa stood up, her tail wagging weakly. The love surrounding her was palpable. She received visits from children who brought toys and treats, their laughter filling the room where she lay. Hermosa continued to surprise them all. Her levels improved, the infection faded, and soon she was eating heartily, standing on her own. The wounds that had once marred her body were healing, her fur was growing back, and her spirit was soaring. She had defied all expectations, and the woman who had saved her knew that Hermosa's story wasn't one of sadness, but of resilience. "We're going to make it," the woman said, her voice full of hope. Hermosa's journey was far from over, but the worst was behind her. She had been given another chance, and she was making the most of it. A story of hope, love, and the incredible power of second chances. What are your thoughts on Hermosa's story? How did the dedication of the rescuer inspire you? If you have any similar experiences or know of a story like this, please share them with us in the comments section. We and other viewers would be delighted to read them. Don't forget that every view, share, like, and comment from you is a great support to the rescue team. Let's work together to create a better world for homeless animals. Thank you, and see you in future rescue stories.
Todo el día como lo venía haciendo, ya sí sigue tosiendo, pero no como lo venía haciendo, que era en la mañana, en la noche, mediodía, en la tarde, de madrugada, a todo momento. No, ya no está haciendo eso, sigue con su tratamiento. Otra cosa que me